Oh, turn this on. I'll let a few of y'all join up before I start running my mouth. OBJ is probably doing a little bit of next to nothing, and they got him out of here anyway. Salute. Yeah, hit that like when y'all join up. We about to talk about OBJ. I'm listening to something real quick. Somebody sent me a message. All right, bet. There's enough of y'all in here. I'm gonna join up. I had to listen to that message. Somebody sent me a phone message and shit I wanted to listen to. Don't got my glasses, so don't be talking shit. Y'all know how y'all are. You know, I can still see though. Don't hate. Trey Manning, what's up, Brody? Asmodeus Christian says signing a guy who's coming off a non-contact ACL tear to a 15 to 20-year deal. 20 million a year deal seems unrealistic when you have CD and Trayvon to be signed along with Michael, who's going to reset the market in a few years. Um, you thinking too far ahead, bro. I don't think they thinking that long term shit. I think they thinking like, can we hire a mercenary for this season? And then we worry about that other shit you talking about, like down the line. I don't think they even care about that. Charlene, my baby, what's good? Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, I mean, Yoda said, "What's up?" Alpha Mason, what's good, brother? How you, bro? You already know you always hold it down. Trevor Nine, Trev Vernon, what's good, man? What's good? Trey Manning, I said, what's up already? Let me see. Jay Jones, what up, bro? I already said, what's up, Alpha? Chris 214. He said, get your glasses, Koye. I don't need them, man. Do I look like I ain't even squinting, man? Y'all hating, man. I don't need them. You know what I mean? Nice, made it to the beginning. Yeah, you did. I'm trying to like let it ease in so now so that y'all don't be jumping in asking me questions again later. Uh he said, I say make the run. Yeah. I agree. All right. But like I said, it's enough of y'all in here. Make sure y'all hit the like, share it, do what you do so that we can, grow this little situation. I done rearranged the whole crib, so I made this little nook for myself. I like it, you know what I mean, in my room so that I could sit here comfortably because being in the living room be kind of uncomfortable. So here we go. But talking about OBJ, man, let me know if y'all can hear me okay too. Give me a thumbs up before I get too deep into the convo. Lou Law, what's good? OBJ would be a damn good pressure receiver for the other receivers. Yeah. Shout out from Baltimore. Yo, I'm in Baltimore all the time, man. I'll be in Baltimore this week. I don't think what do you say? Curtis said, I don't think he's able to contribute to what the Cowboys already have. You crazy. His name alone will do that. Just clean up house penalties and do their assignment. I mean, that's the easy answer, but the Cowboys looking for him. So if they're looking at him, you can't say that because obviously you don't look for something you don't need. You know what I mean? I don't think they're looking at is a moot point. When you look at what Gallup can do for us, his hands are still there. His separation wasn't that great against the Giants. No hate. I think it's more so he's not breaking aggressively again yet, but he's still able to make the possession catches that we need him to make. When you throw it to him in the clutch in a tight window, Gallup is still that guy, but you know, as Alpha Mason gets it, but as a decoy OBJ would take not only the number one, because that's who's drawing the number one right now is Gallup. The number one coverage off of Gallup. And the reason I say he's drawing the number one because you can't really guard CD. You can't follow him with a number one corner because he's always moving around. He's always in the slot, he in the backfield, he everywhere. So it's like bracket him and put your number one on Gallup and single coverage Gallup, bracket CD. That's how teams are playing us right now. They won't be able to do that with a guy like OBJ out there. Loving Aries, my other baby. You know what I mean? I be cheating on Charlene. I don't know who I'm cheating on. I think I'm cheating on Loving Aries with Charlene. And then sometimes Sadiqa come in here and I cheat on both of y'all with Sadiqa. But it's all right. It's all right. We working it out. We working it out. Poly Nation, man. We moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I love you all. I love all my ladies that come in here. There ain't a lot of y'all, so I claim you and like hold on to you all simpish and clingy type. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, it ain't really that many of them in here. Because most women don't want to hear what I got to say on here because I talk too much shit. But I appreciate y'all being, tough skinned. You know what I'm saying? Love you. Um, Eastside Hero, what's up, man? You like giving your enemies money, man? Hey, man, what's up? It's like Godfather when it's like we don't do the drugs around here. Give it to the niggas. Remember that? You like that guy? Who's that? What's your opinion on Massa? See, I knew you was talking some shit when you got in here, bro. What's my opinion on Massa Jerry in that picture? Let me ask you this, right? And I really don't care, honestly. But my opinion on it is this, bro. Since we talking about that, we'll start with that, and then we'll dig in. Black people, can you listen to me, man? I love you. I'm not the voice of black people. I don't know why y'all make entertainers the voices of black people, because it ain't no such thing as black and people as a collective anyway. But if you want me to speak on it, let's do it like this. At that time, in that time, just like in my time, you might see me on some pictures that I'm not supposed to be in. I used to run a strip club. I used to do crazy shit. So I'm not the person to ask because you might catch me in a picture where you be like, damn, Okoye, I know you was like that. I know you hang with people like that. You know people like that? Yeah, I do. But also, how many people run to a fight when you see it? Like you see some drama, people go to fights. If I put a video up, I just do. I was behind a dude this weekend over Thanksgiving on my IG page. He trying to pull somebody's truck door open right around the corner from my house, and main man opened the door and beat the brakes off of him. Now that video got way more views. I got like 15,000 views on that video on IG. I get like 800 views on every other video. See what I'm saying? So drama definitely draws a crowd. So I don't know. Maybe he was there throwing rocks. Maybe he was there because he thought somebody else was throwing rocks. Maybe he was there because he said, I love the Negroes. Maybe he was there most likely because he didn't like them at that time, and that's what it is. But if I was going to judge presidents by who's racist, who's not, I wouldn't vote for any. If I was going to watch football based off of what owners I think ain't racist or not, I wouldn't watch football. But to me, racism is low vibe energy because it's like a trap for us as a people, to me. And the reason I say it's a trap is no white man stopping me from doing a goddamn thing. Maybe YouTube, because I say shit and they get on my nerves and they flag me. But as far as like stopping me, like the man outside stopping me, can't nobody stop me from doing shit. So I don't believe in that for me, personally. And I got white friends, I got black friends, right? I can tell you this. I've been in some shit like life and death situations. Real shit. Real shit. Now they might not be like the type that be like, I want to go hang with them every day. Maybe not. Not all of them. But the ones I call definitely help me quicker than my black family members. Some of them. So I don't look at race like a straight black and white thing. I look at it like I judge people like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King said by the content of how they act, man. And Jerry, since that has done things for players that are black that need a second chance. Now, you might say because he's taking advantage and he can get like guys like Pac-Man Jones or like a Jalen Smith or like a Chris Canty and guys who are Charles Haley, guys who had disciplinary issues and come in and he try to, milk whatever he can milk out of them. That's good business. But if I was like I said, if I was going to judge an owner of a team or a team that I'm going to watch by whether or not I think the owner is racist, I would just turn the TV off. Every channel that I watch, is somebody who ain't like me, who probably runs that network, who ain't got my best interests at heart. So if I'm going to start drawing a line somewhere, where does it end? Where does it begin? So it's not surprising, it's not shocking, but I really don't give a fuck about that picture. I don't, personally speaking. Now, I understand people look for things to be mad at, but if you're looking for something to be mad at, look at the fact that fuck cops, fuck Jerry Jones. Our problems do not start with white people. They don't. Now they might be in there, but it don't start with them, and it don't end with them. There's 6,000 of us. It's about 12,000, 13,000 homicides per year in this country, right? Unsolved. Or I don't know if they unsolved. Not just know it's about that many. 6,000 of them is us killing us, for real. So when I walk outside, my pistol over there. But when I walk outside and I put my pistol on, I'm not looking for Jerry Jones, and I ain't looking for no cops. I'm looking for somebody to look just like me, because that's who's doing it to me and people that look like me. So if we're gonna have a problem with people, like where do we prioritize and where's the hierarchy begin and end? Real shit. Where does it start and where does it end? Because I ain't scared of nobody, and I damn sure ain't putting my gun on my hip because I think some racist white man saying hell Hitler or fuck the niggers is outside ready to shoot me, because that's not my reality. My reality is somebody like me out there ready to shoot me for nothing, and it's probably one of y'all sons or some shit. So that's how I look at it. So I ain't mad at them. I ain't walking outside saying I don't like black people. And I ain't walking outside saying like, yo, some dude who I don't know, who don't like me, is affecting my day. Fuck them. I don't care. Can you do the football game come on when I turn the TV on? All right. Do you hire black people to play football? Okay. Then do that and shut the fuck up. I don't care about what Jerry Jones is doing. That's me personally speaking. Now, y'all don't like what I say all the time, but I am speaking the truth. So, Harold, since you paid your money, your good money, your hard-earned dollars to hear that, you got it. And there you go. They will respect OBJ if he's eating up somebody's lunch. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's true. He gonna do it though. Evan, what's good? What's good, man? I just hit you up, man. Joseph Chapman. Oh, remember the link? I had the fucking wrong link in the last jump, but the link is definitely in the description for StreamYard. If y'all want to jump on and join the discussion, we could definitely have that conversation about whatever. I mean, it don't matter. Uh, Charlene, you saw good. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you love me. Dwight Davis, he says, Akoye, I heard the news about OBJ. The flight attendant was hating on Odell. Facts. He was sleeping with his seatbelt off, and they made a big deal about it. Yep. A lot of people on the plane was tight about what happened. Yeah, he was on some shit where he was asleep with a rag or something over his face, and the flight attendant probably was scared or probably mad, not knowing who he was, or maybe he did know who he was in first class, but he probably just ain't like somebody being in first class, with the chocolate persuasion, and start hating. And when he hated, he realized he put his foot in his mouth. So now he probably gonna get some sort of slander or some sort of defamation lawsuit just to make him have to come out of his pockets and stress himself out, because flight attendants don't make no goddamn money. But yeah, I don't think it deters OBJ from because he didn't do shit. I don't think it deters him from being able to get a job nowhere. People were saying that. I'm like, that's not crazy. Law, my man's, what's up? Uh, that picture was simply a sign of the time. I mean, you can't say that, Asmodeus. There was some times where hanging a Negro was the sign of the times. You can't be in one of those pictures, Jerry. I mean, but I wouldn't personally want my people going to your schools anyway. I don't know what they was fighting about. Like the sit-ins, no disrespect to anybody family who did sit-ins or who tried this, who was fighting for desegregation, but this is just a history lesson for y'all. There's a word called segregation or integration, I mean, and then there's infiltration. Now, integration is a two-way street, meaning we got black stores that cook soul food in Chinatown and in Russia Town and in every other kind of town. And we got black motherfucking doctors in your town, black electricians in your town, and you got white ones in our town. That is a two-way integration. If it's only you now have access to our $1.8 trillion of spending power, but we ain't got no access to your dollars, then that's a one-way street. That's called infiltration. So I wasn't for that, personally speaking. And we still segregate it. It's just called redlining now. You don't see black people still live with black people, white people still live with white people, Chinese people still live with Chinese people, and the Russians still live with the Russians, Polish still live with the Polish. It ain't changed. When you go to jail, it's still the same. When you go to the fucking lunchroom, it's still the same. When you got some sprinkles of people who don't give a fuck like me, that's anywhere. Because they don't give a fuck what you're gonna do about it. So it's like that. So it's not gonna change. That's not changing. So nah, I don't think that's just a sign of the time. I think it's just like, it is what it is on that one. Speaking of tap dancers for Master Jerry, what up, Law Nation? God damn, you coming at my man Law like that? Now I gotta put you in timeout when you do that, man. Come on, man. Ain't no whole jangles over here, bro. Relax. You gotta relax. I'm gonna let that one go because I know you just trying to talk your shit. Let's see what else you're saying. I wish they would make excuses for Kyrie Irving. Don't you go be Kyrie Irving lawyer or something, bro? You know what I'm saying? Kyrie don't need your help. He really don't. He chilling. Mind your business. All right, facts, big homie. I like the star tarot in the background. Oh, facts. What you know about tarot, bro? Why not get Ty Hilton instead of OBJ? Because he's Ty Hilton and not OBJ. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? Oh man, what's up, Cashmere 44? Greg Hardy. Why are we talking about Greg Hardy crazy ass? Alden Smith. Oh, you talking about them people who were disciplinary? I get it now. We are melanated, just lightly so. I feel you. Hey, exactly. AKOYE Triple D says. Let's see. All right. Divide and conquer. I mean, look up something called Bacon's Rebellion if y'all want like a real history lesson. There was no such thing as racism before that. Bacon's Rebellion, 1682, in Virginia. There was like classism. There was elites, and there was some poor motherfuckers. The poor people was all natives and white indentured servants all together chilling, and they all went on a fucking tear, a riot, and fucked the whole town up and started fucking up the elites together, everybody. So they said, "Oh no, fuck that. We gotta create classism or racism so that people can, like you said, divide and conquer." After that, you start getting so 1682. After that, you start really seeing the divide. Like white people ain't white till they come here. Ain't no white people in no other place. I went to Italy. It ain't no black people either. They said American or not American. I tried going to a store. They think I'm a refugee from Syria, or they thought I was Nigerian, or they thought I was a refugee from Gambia or Egypt. They treat you like shit. As soon as I open my mouth, say, "Yo, get the fuck out my way." Oh, American. They don't care if I'm cursing you out. American, cool. So I was like, damn, what's that about? It ain't about my skin tone. It's about where they think I'm from. Then on top of that, when you ask a white person now, if I ask anybody white in the comments, what are you? They not gonna say white. They gonna say I'm Irish, I'm Scottish, I'm Italian, I'm motherfucking Sicilian on my dad's side, I'm motherfucking Greek, German, Russian. They gonna say one of those. They not gonna say white. That shit don't exist. We ain't crayons. And when you look up white, so Moroccans is from North Africa, Carthaginians is from North Africa. The ancient Europeans, I got plenty of books on it, was black motherfuckers. So even if you say European, North African, and Middle East didn't exist until the 1900s. So Middle East, Europe, nor North Africa. When you say white, white ain't obviously a color because if it was a color, North Africans wouldn't be considered white, would it? All right. So ask yourself, what is white? It's a political designation. All right, hold on. I'm done with that though, man. I'm tired of telling that. Mike Tyke said AKOYE is 100% right. People will always tend to stick with their own kind because it's familiar and comfortable. Yep, just the way our species is doesn't equal racism necessarily. When you start trying to kill other people, that's when it's racism. And when it's like, I just don't want to hang with you. I don't give a fuck. Don't hang with me. I don't want to hang with you either. I want to hang with people who want to hang with me. Also in Missouri, I ain't gonna keep going to the racism, John, man. Let's keep going. It's cold. Law, I know you know. Every law quiet though. Law be chilling in the like, what I mean, political correctness. But as soon as I say something, if I could say something like just a little, a poem or some shit like that. Law be on the shit. Law know everything. Like that's one person. We don't never build on that though. We should really talk on that type of level, Law. Because law know way more than football and way more than he put on. Like for real. Because I'm a weirdo. I know a lot of shit I shouldn't know and so do he. He be knowing what I'm talking about every time. So to Asmodeus too. History has not shown certain ones in this society has not advanced beyond hatred and bigotry. Yeah, but that's a weak move. They small minded. I ain't got time to try to catch them up. Facts. I've lived, traveled the world 100%. Only in America are there white people. True. Um, okay, let's keep going. Yeah, Anthony Carey, I feel you, bro. He says white German. He's like they thought she was white. Y'all seem to want to talk about this shit. That's what's up, Okoye. Show these motherfuckers you know the more than just football. Truth. If I didn't, I wouldn't be sitting here. OBJ will force. Hold on, let me put this stuff up here. That's what I wasn't doing. Let me start putting these Jones on the screen for y'all. All right, here we go. He said OBJ will force teams to pick your poison. Facts. Will they double? Will they love to see these boys one more package? TP and Zeke, similar to how Green Bay use AJ. Yep, and AD flex TP out and create more matchup problems for defenses. They should do that a lot more, man. Shout out to the Cowboys the way they played that game on Thanksgiving. I am pissed off at now. Y'all got somebody y'all want to be mad at. Y'all always want me to be mad at AB. It finally happened, man. I was living with the boy, man. I said, cool. He cool. But AB, man, when you start affecting the way my children eat, we got a fucking problem. I would have made like at least 1,200 off that game, and I had like $600 betted on that game because I'm never the fuck wrong about this shit, and I wasn't wrong this game. It's two things that happened that fucked me over, man. That phantom call on Micah Parsons did not exist. He didn't do shit to nobody. I don't know where it happened at. Law, you said it first, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened or what they talking about when they say he unnecessary rough somebody. Maybe he slapped the shit out of somebody, but nobody showed it, so I don't know. And then two, how the fuck you let these dudes score with 12 seconds left on the clock? AB was smiling and shit, like, cause he ain't care we won the game. He knew he was gonna win anyway. But stop these motherfuckers. It's 12 seconds left and there's money on the line, bro. Anytime 65% of the nation bets on a team, bet against them. And I bet against the nation because everybody bet on the Giants to cover because they was a 10-point underdog. And I'm like, we gonna beat them by 14 or more. And listen, as soon as I sent the tweet out, like, yeah, we did it. These motherfuckers let them score with 12 seconds left, man. Hurt my soul, man. Hurt my soul, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was my first time betting in a couple weeks since Dak came back. Because I didn't want to bet when Dak came back because I knew it was going to mess up the spreads and mess up the Vegas for a little bit. They had to resettle. Now that they see what Dak is trending to do, they got good spreads again. So I was like, damn, it's my first time back. And they fucked me like that, man. That hurt my feelings, man. Hurt my feelings. All right. Let me see. So the Koye they need to look at the Saints Louis Rams offense and play design, in my opinion. Man, you could look at this offense don't need nobody playbook, man. But if you wanted to say somebody, I would say McDaniels. I think his name Mike McDaniels, the boy from the Dolphins, who was the coordinator for the 49ers last year. When you got guys like CD and TP who are really they're like yin and yang of each other. One of them is a wide receiver that can run the ball, and the other one's a running back that can be a wide receiver. They both similar. You can use them almost interchangeably, except for one of them is obviously a little bit better at receiving. The other one's a lot better at running. So, but they both are guys that you can put in the backfield and confuse the shit out of people, just the way they use Debo Samuels and the way they're using C-Mac right now. So if there was one offense that you would copy with the type of talent we have without bringing OBJ on, it would be the 49ers offense, I think. I think you're wrong about the Rams. The Rams are good going horizontal, but obviously teams is on to how to stop that. You know, when you got those timing routes or those flood concepts that's going to just one side of the field, quarterbacks only got to read one side of the field, but they although they read one side of the field, they still got to wait because it's layers to the offense. So they'll have one guy that's coming drag shallow and they'll have like a two-way go on that corner where they're trying to get that corner to either come down if he's playing cover three. They want him to either drive on the flat, which he shouldn't be doing if he's in cover three anyway. But they want him to either step down or float under the route that's going above it, right? And then that gives the quarterback an option, but they got to wait for it. So the best way to disrupt that is to get the quarterback off of his mark, like they did Jared Goff or like they do Stafford now, and hit him. You just got to go crazy in the backfield. So you can beat that style. Whereas the 49ers is just, we going to put our lunch pail and hard hats on, and we going to run this way, okay? We might put some window dressing in there, but we probably coming right at you. And yeah, you watch the film, we coming at you, but guess what we gonna do? Still come right at you and run right through your face. If we did that and then allow Tony to just squill out there, or find little different things to do with Tony Pollard outside of that, and did the other thing with Zeke, like they did with Mosher when he was there, I think we would already be tough to beat without the passing options. And then OBJ would just be a godsend if we were playing like that. Well, he would be a godsend because you're already going to get the single cut. You don't want a single coverage, none of our guys now, but you damn sure don't want a single coverage OBJ and the rest of these guys because they running the ball the right way. And then we got 3 tight ends who are mismatched as well. You can't guard those you can't guard them with linebackers. And you can't really guard them with too many safeties either, because there ain't that many safeties as Derwin James or our safeties in the league where they could just man up on tight ends. And even if you got one of them, do you got 3 when we flex out and use trip left, trip right with those guys? You don't got that. So I think that would be like the mismatch that I would be looking for. Someone needs to erase the reverse out of the Kellen's playbook. 100%, bro. Thank you for saying that. Remember that the link is in the description because I feel all by myself. We can have the discussion live. I don't know why y'all got stage fright. Like, what y'all think I'm gonna do to you if you come on here? I don't understand. I feel like a creep on fucking Halloween or something. Y'all like, come on in. Y'all don't want to come in. Y'all want to hang with me. Nothing. It's crazy. I'm all by myself. You know what I mean? But I agree. When I saw that reverse in that game, I wanted to throw the remote at the TV because I was drunk and Kellen was tripping. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I don't understand Kellen Moore with this shit. Like, I don't get it. Cause, bro, I do give myself some credit for being a semi-intelligent being on this planet. You know what I mean? I am okay. But if I'm at home and I already know that you're going to do a reverse or some sort of reverse action on the 30 every time. If you know that I know that, at least show me that you're smart enough to know that I know that by doing it somewhere else. Where it's like, oh, damn, I didn't expect you to do it on the 50. You know what I'm saying? At least change where you do it at. Well, except for when you did it against the Tampa Bay, where you was like, our back was against it and you did that. We got somebody in here, it's just the numbers, adding to the string. I don't see you though, bro. You ain't gotta be on the camera though. You turned your mic on? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What's up, brother? What you want to
Okay,
talk
well, I
about?
don't know what's going on with the mic, man, but hey,
No, I
loving the
can hear you.
show, loving the history lesson. That's what I'm
Appreciate it.
talking about. I've
Appreciate
always
it.
noticed the same thing you noticed, man. Those kind of things are games. It's stuff to divide us and get our mind off the real ball. Law
100%.
Nation, what's up, man? Saw you down there too.
Yeah, a lot of my mans, man.
Hey, I got a
What's up
question
though,
for you.
man? How you feeling, man? How was the holidays, man?
The holidays was good. I didn't mess up no turkey. I didn't, I didn't mess nothing up. All the food's
Oh, you ain't
already
you ain't
gone.
try to you ain't try to fry the turkey. You ain't try to deep fry the turkey and burn your house
Hey,
down like
hey,
everybody else.
hey, look, man, I've been in the Navy 23 years. Every year we have to have a stand down and a lesson and talk to adults about deep frying turkeys.
What was your job in the Navy?
I'm still in, man. I'm an officer now. I was enlisted for 16 years. So I was a cryptologist.
Oh, cryptologist. Damn, what you like? You decipher messages and shit like that?
Okay, somebody knows his words.
I was in the delayed entry program. I'm an army brat, so I know all that shit.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah, but I
all
was
right.
supposed to be an SK in the Navy. But when I found out, I'm true story. I swore in. I went to Baltimore MEPS. I swore in and all that. I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. I'm crazy. I don't mind doing shit like that. So I wanted to go do something to challenge myself, right? And I was an army brat though. I didn't want my children to have to move around with me because I didn't plan on having any at first. But I found out my daughter was on the way, so I was trying to get out. But the night before I went to MEPS, I was hanging with a bunch of Marines, and I liked the Marines better. But they like, you going? You said you want to be a Navy SEAL, right? My recruiter was trying to keep me
Oh, this is the
geared
same
in.
thing.
He's trying to keep me geared in on the Navy. I was like, I like the Marines. We were like doing decks of cards, like doing push-ups based on how like based on the deck of cards or whatever. We was doing that, just doing wild shit the night before. And I'm like, I think I like the Marines, man. Fuck this Navy shit. So I told him I'm thinking they all together. So I'm like, listen, can I just go be a Marine? He's like, don't work that way. Yeah, I was like, damn. So my recruiter didn't want to let me out. So when I told him I had a baby on the way, like a month later, I said, I got a baby on the way. I don't really want to go away now for 9 months at a time and be a storekeeper. I don't want to do that shit. So he's like, you indecisive. And I said, how you figure that? He said, because the night you was at Baltimore Mets, you got drunk and you start hanging with Marines. You tried to fucking go be a Marine. You're indecisive. We're not letting you out. So I had to write a letter to a congressman, Shaka Fatah. And I said, listen, this is what it is, man. I'm an Army brat. I don't want to have my kids in the military. So because I was in the military and I don't got childhood friends because I moved all over the place, I just didn't want to do that to my kids. And I wound up doing to them anyway. But I would do that to them. So I was like, yo, get me out. And he wrote a letter and got me out. My recruiter came and threw my fucking kit. He threw my kit right on my step. He just knocked on my door, threw the kit on my step, and like drove off. And that was like his middle finger to me. And I was like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. I was like, thank you. Happy as shit. So yeah, man. But shout out to you, man. How do you sit and like are you away? Like, do you go on ships or are you always on land or on base?
Well, I've done. I've been on 3 ships, a total of 5 years deployed. A year in Iraq, 7 months in Africa.
Damn.
And the rest of the time was all out in the ocean on different ships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm chilling though. Now the officer life is good. I made an educated decision, crossed over. Now I work a small office, and I sail my office.
Good shit, man. Because that takes patience. I can't be on no boat for 9 months at a time, man. You got to.
Well,
you got to do
wanted some adventure. Wanted to go see the world. 32 countries.
Well, you realize you might see that. Oh yeah, I do port a lot though. Like I port a lot. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you.
Go ahead, man. Hit me.
I was just chatting about this down there. Like, it's always the same thing. The play calling's great until it doesn't work. The defense is great until you have an injury. All that kind of stuff. We always like to see how the play goes before we decide if something was smart or not. I really don't got a problem with Kellen's reverses. I really don't got a problem with. I don't got a problem with any of that. And the first time we see number 9 streaking down the sideline because one of them broke, everybody's going to think it's a great call. Man, where was that one at? Whenever really it's the blocking. You got to have that. Okay. You got to have someone block in front of the guy. If you let everybody meet in the backfield, it doesn't matter what you're doing on one of those slow boiler plays.
You're making the point. Nobody has a problem with shit that works.
When it works.
Nobody does if it's working. But here's the thing. You have common sense too, right? So it's like, all right, you have probability. Like there's a certain level of percentage of probability that you got on any particular play. And if you've done something for the last 4 years in the same spot over and over again, and let's just say it has worked, don't get me twisted, but let's just say out of the 60 times we've seen it, it may have worked like 4 or 5 times. And let's just be generous and say it worked 10 times. Just say 10. And I don't think it's 10. But let's just say it worked 10 times. Like we've never seen the reverse like OBJ did against us with the Cleveland Browns, where it's like, God damn, that's what a reverse looks like. We've never seen that. It's always been some shit where it's like, maybe 9 yards. I would rather you take, instead of risking, a loss like we usually get to gain 9-10 yards, because that's usually what we get out of it. I would rather you get a guaranteed 5 with Zeke running into somebody's face, or a guaranteed 5 with TP just running a traditional run play. Now, if you're setting us up for something, that would be the other reason to do it.
That's where I was going. That's where the question was. So we always hear about the defensive ends saying, well, you set something up early. You set something up early so you can come back to it late. You don't think we're doing that, putting something on tape for the playoffs? You don't think that maybe
I used to think that. I used to think it. But where is it? When is he? Was he?
He ain't been in the playoffs.
Remember that movie? I know what you did last summer. Where she's like, "What are you waiting for?" I'm like, "What the fuck is you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for?" I don't get it. Like, if he did that, I'm like, "Oh, all right." But even that, in order to make something work, it's like boxing, right? If I want you to believe that when I throw a feint, I actually mean it, I have to first establish the feint. I have to establish it. So I have to hit you with a jab and make you feel that jab for you to fall for the feint. So if I'm trying to set you up for something, then that means the setup got to be semi-successful, or at
I
least a
see. I
threat.
see him trying different things though. It's not he's not running the same reverse every time. What I would like to see is something. I mean, he's changing personnel packages. That's what I'm saying. We're putting different personnel in
Okay.
on the trick plays. So to me, I think he's saying, "Hey, I'm onto something. I just haven't schemed it up right." And you could say because remember when everybody, what was it, Garrett's last year? Everybody complained about the multiple tight end personnel. Oh, we're
Mhm.
boring. We have a blend. So now we have the same stuff going on, and everybody's praising it.
Yeah,
It's the execution. It's not the idea. It's the
there you
execution. You can have
go.
the best play lined up if no one's executing it.
You
And I
remember where well, sorry to cut you off, but you remember where I just want to get this point out because on defense we don't have this problem that often. Sometimes it happens, but you remember Dan Quinn says we have stuff that I like that I'm trying to get into the playbook, but when it doesn't quite work in practice, we say that one's still cooking. It's not quite ready yet.
right. Yep. Yeah, I've heard
That's
him
the
say
way
that.
I look at reverses. I'm not saying don't think of reverses. Maybe not just changing the sub package. Change where you do the shit. Like do them somewhere else. Do them at the Parcells used to always take a shot or throw a trick play, and you knew he was going to do it, but it was always at the 50 or around the 50. He would do something like that, where it was like a flea flicker. You're going to see something. It doesn't have to be a reverse. It could be anything tricky wherever you want to sprinkle it in that, I'm okay with it. But the way he uses it and who he uses to do it, like he doesn't try to get the ball in a playmaker's hand, and or he does too much to get the ball in the playmaker's hand. When really, if you just took TP and you just trips right, trips left, whatever way you want to do it, put TP on the opposite side of the field, have those guys do what teams do to us, meaning out leverage with wide receivers on the edge, and just throw a fucking simple toss or a reverse toss or just a reverse action jet sweep straight to TP and let him just run. We don't do that. We'll be like, we're gonna hand it to this guy. He's gonna run all the way across the field, and then hand it to that guy. He's gonna come all the way back. Why are we doing all that? Just get the ball in the playmaker's hands and just make these guys make quick decisions on the edge like they do against us. We never do it back. Do
Yeah.
that
Well,
back.
my last thing, and I'm out. I still want to see Wildcat, TP,
Never.
Zeke. I want to see that, and I want to see sweep into the right with an option. I want to see an option to the right out of the Wildcat because I like Dak running, but I'm tired of seeing him lose ankles and stuff. And
Yeah.
I want to see direct snap to Zeke with the option to pitch to TP on the edge because no one gets to the edge quicker than TP, and
Yeah.
no one respects Zeke more up around the numbers.
I like the only reason I like Wildcat is because it gets an extra blocker out there. But personally, I don't like anything that lets the defense know before the play starts what I'm doing. I don't like empty backfields for that reason because I know you're not running. I don't like Wildcat because I know you're probably not throwing the ball. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, see, I go the other way on that. See, I remember
yeah,
the good old days. I was a 90s kid, and everyone knew we were running the draw to Emmett, and they couldn't do nothing about it.
but
They knew what we were
that's the
doing.
way we are now. You can't do shit about it if we decide that we are running 40 times a game and we really are running, not like a bunch of shotgun runs, but I'm saying like, no, we gonna come out. He started it a little bit in like one drive in the 49ers game. He came out with Steele and I think McGovern in the backfield as like fullbacks. Where he just said, and then sometimes this year he had like Forniak in the backfield at fullback.
Yeah.
When he does stuff like that, I kind of like that because it's at least saying I'm going to run through your face and I'm going to hurt you. You know what I mean? And then the
See, I
war.
thought we were using that to set it up. I thought we were doing that in the goal line to set up a pass to one of those guys because we always had them an eligible receiver and they
Right.
never got to it. I thought that was most of that was rope a dope. I'm gonna hop off of here, man. Hey, thanks for the horn.
Appreciate you,
Have
man.
a good one.
Talk to you soon,
Yeah,
man.
Justin numbers hit me on Twitter.
Yep, got you, man. I'll hit you up.
Bye.
Peace. See, that wasn't so bad. All right, Anthony Brown. He said Anthony Brown always smiling, giving up big plays and like a goofy ass. That's facts. Yeah, man. Appreciate you jumping on, bro. Thanks, Jeff. A Hardy. He said AB solid, one big play a game. Yep. And Dak throw about 2 picks a game. What's the difference? That's facts. That's facts, man. He said, I don't think our play design is that bad. KM just don't have a good feel for when to call certain shit. There you go. It's not about design. Yeah, I said that just now, man. You're right. It's not about design. It's about when you do them. You know what I'm saying? It's about when you do them. Yeah, I agree with you, man. He said, make sure you guys hit that like button. I don't really know how many us 145 in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button and we keep it going. Chris Davis, he said, how about that hold in OT versus the Packers when the Cowboys are driving the ball down their throat, pause, to win the game, negating a 30-yard run? Yep, against McGovern you're talking about. I saw that. I thought it was a hold because his hands were outside. But the only reason I complain about that hold call or any hold call for that matter is because last week, even in the play where AB got beat deep, did anybody got? I'll show you if I can find it real quick. Let me see, because I don't want to like take up too much of your time while not talking. But if I could find this play real quick, it'll be crazy. Let me see. I hope that when if I join my VPN, will it cut y'all off? We gonna find out. Hit the button. I'm scared to hit the button. It's gonna get rid of y'all. To hit the button. No. Oh no, it's back on. It's on. We good? Yeah, we good. All right, cool. Yeah, we good. We still live. Cause yeah, usually if I jump on my VPN and say like I'm in Ireland or some shit like that, the YouTube police might throw me out of here. So I was just making sure. But I'm gonna try to pull this play up real quick for you because I want to show you something that people didn't even look at. And this is why I don't like the whole calls against us because a lot of people say I'm girling because because they call hold on us and I get mad. But nah, man, I'm not wrong about this one here. I'm not wrong about this here. Let me share this with you real quick. StreamYard, share. Watch this. Now let's find it. Present. I love StreamYard too, man. That shit crazy. Share screen. Window. Chrome tabs. There we go. NFL Game Pass. There we go. Share. All right. Now watch this. Let's find it first. So Control F. All right. AB. Three dash. No, I don't think it was on 3 AB. Who scored on us? It was Dake Slayton. It was Slayton, right? How you spell his fucking name? All right, here we go. All right, so let's look at the Slayton play for a touchdown. Let's find it real quick. All right. Boom. All right, here we go. Now, if this ain't a hold, watch D-Law. I think it's D-Law. So watch D-Law at the top of the screen somewhere around here. Watch this. Oh, no, it's not D-Law. It's whoever's at tackle. AB, you got AB. That was your chance to get your interception and get everybody off your ass. So watch who's that? Chauncey. Now I might be tripping, but let me see. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Live, actually. It looked like from the broadcast from the side, right? I thought that Chauncey, because he was running so damn slow, I thought Chauncey was getting held. It's my first time looking at it. Hold on, let me see. Let me look at it again. It looked like when he made that inside move, because he just look at his get up when he makes his inside move. So I gotta take that off. Look, when he made that move, I thought he was held, but he really wasn't. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was way worse than that. I thought it was way worse than that. So AKOYE eats crow on that. AB, you just sucked on that play, man. I can't even help you. I said that on Twitter too. I can't help you, bro. But yeah, I thought that was worse than what it was because Chauncey just didn't have no get up, and I actually thought it was D-Law running that slow, but he ain't had no get up on that break, and so that kind of hurt me, man. That hurt my feelings. All right, let me get out of there. Somebody in here, who is this? AKOYE, bro. Young man.
Brody, bro. I was smoking a cigar for you, Brody.
Yes, sir. I was calling you, man. What's up, man?
Man, nothing, bro. I'm on the road. I'm up here in upstate New York making sure the Giants dead.
You smoking that Giants pack?
Oh, yeah. I'm smoking that Giants pack, man. But them Eagles look good last night, man. Chilling. I don't
come in your house cursing. Why you come in my house cursing like that, bro? I don't do all that, bro. You put my crib just cursing.
No, man, I just wanted to send a shout out to you, man. Yo, I love the StreamYard. I love the new setup, bro. It look nice, man.
Yeah, man. I said let's do something different, man. I'm tired of the old look, man. It was getting kind of played out. But yeah, I
Yeah,
like this. I like this. The StreamYard, I love StreamYard, man. I thought it was like something I had to learn and shit. This shit user friendly as shit. So it's
yeah, it
cool.
look great.
Yeah, man. What's up?
But
What else you got in your head? Why I got you, man? You always got good topics
well,
and shit.
I don't want to change the climate, but I was thinking one, maybe I missed it. What do you have to say about Odell? Did you already touch on that topic?
Yeah, I did. I said that he didn't really do shit. He ain't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Like he ain't do nothing wrong, in my opinion. He ain't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
Got you.
what happened? What seems to have happened was he had a blanket over his face. He was asleep, and
Mhm.
I think the flight attendant either was an asshole or just scared to wake him up because he didn't know who was under there. You know what I mean? So it went how it went, but I don't think it was that bad actually. I don't think it was that
Got
bad.
you. And then lastly, what you think about that Jerry Jones situation?
Oh, I talked about that. Yo, man, let me ask you first. Like, you go first. Like, what
Yeah.
you think of it, man?
The fact that he was only 14, I give him a pass. You know, because
Okay.
maybe at 14 you just following the crowd. You just, you know, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
But
I gave
but
him.
the fact,
I gave him a pass because not only was it like right now, man. Like where I grew up at. So it's like if somebody was fighting, I was there. I'm going to the fight.
facts,
If it was some drama, I'm there. I saw my man Brian. I mean, run in the church and drag somebody out of a church and beat his ass. I was standing right
yep,
there watching. So I'm like, hey, I done seen some crazy shit. So I'm not thinking like now if they caught Jerry with a brick busting somebody in the I say, hey Jerry,
yeah,
what's up?
yeah,
If he
like,
did that, I could get you. I could understand some outrage with that. But just being there, I'm like, you go to the school, don't you? I don't care if you was there. You know what I mean? There was a lot of white people there. Like, what we gonna call them all out? You know what I mean? Like, you gonna call out your banker and your fucking lawyer and whoever
yeah,
else? Like, nah. So it is what it is, man.
facts.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think, like I said, if I was judging, somebody said that. My dad was like, "You gonna vote for Trump?" I'm like, I ain't tell him I don't vote no more. But he's like, "You gonna vote for Trump?" I
Hmm.
said, "I'm not voting for fucking Biden." He said, "Well, Trump a racist." I said, "Hold on, time out. If we voting for presidents based off of which one of them are racist, who did you ever not? You shouldn't vote for nobody then, because who the fuck care about you? Ain't nobody said shit about none of y'all. So why are you
Yeah.
voting for anything then if that's your criteria? So nah, I don't care about that, man. I know people get mad when I say that because we so sensational as a people, but I don't give a fuck about
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. You know, everybody just gonna flock with the crowd, man. That's how it go. You know,
They
everybody
mad
gonna
at
flock with
Stephen
the
A.
crowd.
Smith. I mean, what you think Stephen A. Smith was gonna say? We thought he was gonna come up and be like straight out of Compton on fucking Jerry. Like, what you talking about? Come on, man.
Yeah,
What you think? Yeah, I ain't think
facts,
so either.
Brody.
Yep.
After I got one more for you, and I'll let you go, Brody.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I
After
ain't rushing you anyway. I'm reading what everybody's talking about.
I don't want to curse on your channel, but after seeing us, what you think? You getting a little nervous for that matchup?
After seeing who? Who you talking about? You talking about the Eagles? Are we talking about the
That
Eagles
that,
right
that,
now?
that top that top team in the league. We'll just call them the top team in the league right now.
I dare not say that. You sound like Lord Brunson right now, man. I dare not say that on my
I got my confidence back, man. I had to talk my shit, man.
I treat y'all like Voldemort and shit. Like, how they don't say Voldemort name on fucking Harry Potter. I will never call y'all the top team in the league. But what I will call y'all is the seat warmers. The seat warmers, y'all,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
seat warmers. Bench warmers or seat warmers, what you want to call them? You know what I mean? Placeholders, you know what I'm saying?
all right.
Bookmarks, the
I'll take
pickers.
the trash talk for now. I'll take it for now.
You gotta take it. You got no choice because we're gonna bust your ass on Christmas Eve. But what I will say to you is this. Um, I like the fact that think that Hurts is better than he is, so that when we beat him, it seems like we beat a better quarterback than I actually give him credit for being. He has weapons. You guys are a front in boxing. We would call y'all front runners. So y'all jump out early and y'all score on teams, and then y'all can't figure. Once a team figure you out in the second half, y'all really ain't got shit. and that's been true all season. All season. Now,
Yeah, we slow in the second half.
And y'all also slow in the second game. Jimmy Johnson was a good coach for a reason, and Jimmy Johnson said this. He said, when teams see you in the second half, they beat you. So teams that see you a second time and have a whole second game to prepare, understanding how you play, you probably won't have a good game. And then right after that, Washington went out and beat y'all. And I feel the same way about the Giants or ourselves. Y'all got to get through this division. Not only playing, I don't even think y'all played the Giants yet, right?
Nah, yeah.
See? Y'all got to play the Giants twice. People can say what they want about them. The Giants ain't no slouch ass team. Neither are the Cowboys. So y'all got to
Washington doing their thing too. Yeah, the whole division looking all right.
The number one team in the league. You still the number one team by the time we play. Then we can have that discussion. But I don't even think y'all gonna be number one when we actually play again. Because the Giants, y'all gotta see the Giants before that. Y'all gotta see some teams that understand how to play you. Now, Hurts, I want to see what Hurts can do when Hurts is in obvious passing situations for a whole game. I don't like Hurts as a passer. If you look at him in the Colts game, he won that game because the Colts did the same thing we did to the Packers. They stunted out the middle of the field for some reason in the goal line, and they let him run right in there for a touchdown.
Run right up the middle. Yeah, facts. That's facts.
Against Aaron Jones. So, if we doing shit like that, yeah, y'all got a shot. If on the ground, he got a shot. But as far as in the air, I'm not half as scared of Hurts as everybody else is. I feel like we've seen better throwing quarterbacks than Hurts. Our only issue is what it's always been, which is the run. But when I look at what y'all did to us in the first game with 3 interceptions or 2 interceptions, I think.
A lot of turnovers.
3 interceptions, Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And y'all
still was competitive. Yep.
Okay, so I don't think y'all fucking with a Dak Prescott led Cowboys team. I really don't. Mistakes or not, I don't think y'all could beat them. I don't. And I don't think y'all could beat them. Y'all shit talk be like, it's sort of like Harold shit talk. It's real, y'all mean it. Y'all don't like us, but it's a little bit of fear in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you talking shit to Mike Tyson or you talking shit to somebody who you think can beat you. You know what I'm saying? Your shit talk ain't as believable. I'm not convinced that y'all believe that y'all gonna beat our ass, man.
It's like the 90s, man. The 90s is still lingering, man. Y'all still got that status for whatever reason, man. Y'all still the Cowboys from the 90s, even though it's been 30 goddamn years ago. Y'all still got that prestige.
Time only worked one way, see, and that's what I don't understand about Eagles fans. When y'all talk shit, y'all be like, y'all ain't won a Super Bowl since you was like 10, bruh. Yeah, but before y'all win y'all Super Bowl, y'all ain't won a Super Bowl since '61. So time.
Now we don't gotta bring all that up, bro. Come on, man. We ain't gotta be on.
That's what I'm talking. Whenever I say that, they're like, hold, you ain't even gotta do all that. See,
that's a low blow, man.
It's like that, bro. I'm just good at it, man. Y'all talk a lot of shit about time, and I'm just saying, if we talking time, then we still win. You know what I mean? Because y'all Super Bowl, what now? 7 years ago, 6 years? How long ago was that?
No, it wasn't that long ago. It was pretty recent, man. It was like yesterday. It was like yesterday, bro. Yesterday.
See, you see how it still seemed like yesterday to you? You still gonna be saying 20 years from now, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be telling BY, hey, listen, there was a time when the Eagles used to win. I remember a year back in what was it, 2012? 2012, right before the apocalypse.
I don't remember the details. I just know it was yesterday.
You like Puffy?
It was yesterday.
Show, man. Now y'all can't win. You're not winning another one. You're not winning another one no time soon, man. But
hey, bro,
I'll give you that. But y'all don't want to be. You already know how Vegas go. You know better than I do. You don't want to be.
Oh yeah, yo, we was close, bro. So this is the thing, right? Remember, you did the analytics on it, and you said like 65 to 70. Cause remember, I was like, bro, it's gonna be close because it's 60. I was like, some funky, that funky shit happened at the end of the game, like you said, and they blew it. But for the most part, it was the right pick. It's definitely the right pick.
Until the last 12 seconds, it was the right pick. But I'll take that, man. I'll take that. I ain't gonna complain. It is what it is. I ain't gonna complain. But what else you gonna hit, man? What else you gonna hit?
No, yeah. I'm gonna say lastly for the game, come through, man. Bless Koye Nation, man. Come through the crib. I'm gonna try to get it set up. Well, you gotta help me get it set up, actually, man. Hey, y'all, for y'all that don't know, Koye, that dude, man. He can. It don't matter if you need a jet by tomorrow. He can get you a jet. He's like, I know a guy who knows a girl, who knows an uncle, who knows a sister, who could get you that private jet by tomorrow if you need it. You'd be like, what? How?
They be think. I remember boys used to be like, "You're somebody. You just some degenerate in your mom's basement." I'm like, "Damn, that's what y'all think of me, man. Damn, that's how they
Yeah.
like, damn, I do this
Yeah,
from the
man.
love of my heart. I don't even gotta do this shit." But man, it's cool, man.
Yeah. But
Y'all
love you, Brody, man. Take care, and I'll holler at you, Brody.
For the next game, man, come through. We'll chop it up.
Facts, facts. All right, Brody.
All right, people. Let me see. All right, here we go. I'm back on. So let me see what else everybody's saying in here, man. Oh, look at this dude, man. Look at this dude. Eastside still talking. They said what happened to Ohio State. At least he ain't talking about the Cowboys. He said we are the needle, bruh. I feel you. Plus, y'all had Andy Reid and could win. Went to Nab and went to Nab one with Mahomes. Yes, he did. Hell, that's like winning the division. Let me see. See what you're talking about. Yeah. Anyway, let me know because we gonna wrap up in a minute. I wanted to do this for about an hour, then I'm gonna get some filming. But anybody else jump on before that, you can jump on, ask any questions you want. Hit the link in the description if you're trying to rap real quick. I'm gonna keep doing this and keep extending it because I like having real conversations. I don't like sitting here talking to myself, even though I'm crazy enough to do it. I would rather talk to a person. So, and as you can see, I don't bite, so I ain't gonna kill you. Jump on. Let me know what you want to hit. We can talk about whatever you want at this point, and then when y'all finish, I'm jumping off and I'm gonna get this phone working because it's a lot to be done. And I haven't been busy. I've been on my little family vacation type thing. But let me know what's up. Anybody else? Chris Davis says Philly was wearing leather helmets the last time they won a funky ass 18 championship. Yeah, that wasn't no championship, man. That's like, what I mean? That's like a consolation prize or something. That's like they gave him a ring out of the fucking cereal box. You know what I mean? Chuck Bednarik. Y'all had Chuck Bednarik as like y'all Micah. That was y'all Micah Parsons. If Chuck Bednarik was your Micah Parsons, as slow as he was on film in '61, god damn, but he was fucking people up. I will give you that. That's because it was legal to like punch people in the face back then. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else you're talking about. Odell should be begging us at this point. Why would he be begging? Y'all be talking crazy, man. Why would he be begging us for anything? We the one who asked him to come here. You don't want him. You want him to go to the Giants? You don't want him to go to the Giants with what they just did to AB, do you? I think OBJ though what will be interesting. OBJ, OBJ versus a fucking uh, OBJ versus a Trayvon Diggs would be amazing. The way they play, like that would be amazing if he did go to the Giants. I would like to see that matchup next year. I don't want to see it this year because it'd be a problem. But OBJ versus Trayvon would be a hell of a matchup. So yeah, I think that would be solid as fuck. You know what I mean? But outside of that, it's like it's like I think we still gonna be the front runners because I think OBJ was waiting to see like who look like they're gonna win this division, and I think we looking like we about to be the ones that's like charged up, winning it or not, we gonna be charged up going into the playoffs. Koye, no brothers play. It's not a no. If no brothers play, it's not a real championship. I mean, I wouldn't argue that. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching the NBA back in the day where everybody had a sweet ass J and a good layup, but wasn't nobody dunking on them fucking on them fucking what was it wicker courts. They was wicker backboards and shit. East Side, Texas going Super Bowl in Neverary. Oh shit, Tyrone Church talking shit. Oh, the Texans going in everywhere. Yeah, he know that, man. Listen, man, don't kick him off the short bus. Let him chill, man. He said Jalen has a bright future in the WWE after football. Oh, that elbow drop was funny as shit, man. Yeah, that was funny, man. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, what was you doing, bro? Why you do that? Like, who you trying to hurt? You hurt yourself. You hurt your own. He ain't even land on the Cowboys. He landed on his own people. I'm like, what the fuck was you doing, bro? I would have asked him, like, bro, you gotta stop fucking eating edibles before the game, bro. You gotta relax, man. He gotta relax. Jalen, but he had a good game though. All jokes aside, Jalen had a good game. I like what he did in that game. He made a few stops that I was like, that's vintage Jalen. So, for those who say that LVE is Jalen 2.0, I wish if he was playing like Jalen was playing right now this season, I'll be okay with LVE right now. If he was playing like Jalen playing right now, I'm not even playing, like, for real. You was wondering too, like, what the fuck was he doing? Yeah, I don't know, man. That dude crazy, man. And nobody asked him that shit. Nobody said, "Hey, yo, what you doing? What was you doing, bro?" That was crazy. He really jumped off that jump. He said, "LVE?" question marks. Well, I don't know. I'm not talking about that boy no more, man. I done said everything there is to say about LVE, and at this point, it's like, damn. Oh shit, somebody in here, man. There's a couple people in here. Eastside Harold, you want to jump on here, bro? All right, Tarek, I see you. Eastside Harold on here too. So let me see something real quick. Let me see. What's up? What's up with you, boy?
Hey man, let your boy in here, man.
Before you start, man, we're gonna have to. Just
Let
make
me.
sure you keep your shit talk to a 5 curse words per minute minimum, man. Because I know.
Hey man, why you want to limit your boy like that, man? Let your boy speak freely, man.
Speak freely, man. Go ahead. Until you can't. I'm gonna let you speak freely. Like, it's freedom of speech until it ain't. So go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, well, I'm just here, still celebrating these World Series championship, and
It's
I want
good
to.
that you come to the opposing teams.
Hey, I come here a lot of.
You come to the opposing team's live stream to pay for super chats and talk about baseball. Let's do that. Go ahead.
Hey man, a lot of these places, man, they be blocking me, man, and
who blocked
then
you?
they be looking for me. You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Oh, where's Eastside at?" You got me blocked. I mean, if you ain't got me blocked, hey, I'll show up. But all these places, they be having me blocked. But
I would never block you because you a good sport. Like, when we talk our shit back to you, you take it. So I would never block you. I ain't scared of what you got to say. Like, because how could I be? You know what I'm saying? You haven't won anything, man. So how do you feel though? Like, honestly speaking, like, how do you feel? How do you feel about the Texans this year, man? Let's talk about that.
Man,
You like
to
Pierce?
be honest with you,
yeah, let's hear it.
To be honest with you, the God's honest truth.
Yeah, let's do it.
To go back to the whole Astros thing, winning that World Series championship, I mean, it makes up for it. Like, if it was any year to suck, I mean, I'm being honest, brother. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, why I'm not. If it was any year to suck,
year to suck is the year when you win the World Series. I feel you.
I mean, damn, what if we didn't win it and it would just suck, and you know what I'm saying, and didn't have no championship to show for it. I mean, if any year to suck would be this year, and we damn near might get the first pick for the Rockets. And then if you tell me we about to get the first pick for the Rockets, then we win the World Series, then the Texans fuck. I mean, if you can just get all your franchises back together, shit. I mean, especially with the Rockets. If they win that, man, you're gonna really see a motherfucker act a fool.
So that was like 2 minutes you spent. I said, how you feel about the Texans this year? That let me know everything you feel about the Texans this year. I said, how you feel about the Texans?
It's an off year. They not doing good.
2 minutes talking about baseball. Now, you want to talk about some more baseball?
Hey, brother, this the year. It's an off year. I mean, you're an older gentleman like me. You know, off years happen.
You like one of them boys that say, it's 2012, the end is coming. Are we in the last days? But we always, every day is in the last days. When is the on year? I just want to know, when is the on year for the Texans, brother? When was the on year?
We ain't been that bad for that long. We was good in 2019.
Good to who? Where? What you was doing?
2019.
What you do in 2019 that was special?
You was in the playoffs, brother.
Hey, man, I love you, man. I really do. I like your effort, man. It's dope. But you got to stop, man. Why don't you just come on over across the bridge, man? Just come on over
I can't sell myself. I'm from Houston, brother. I'm not like
Texas,
these
bro.
other dudes that
I'm
be
not from
claiming
Dallas.
spots. I'm from
Fort Hood.
Houston.
I'm from Fort Hood, bro. And then I live
Man,
in Philadelphia, and I'm a Cowboy fan. So there is no rule based on your locale, man. Listen. I know you like the Cowboys because you
nah.
come here. Yo, Asmodeus, you see Asmodeus
Man,
name
I
on the
be on
thing.
YouTube.
You be
I
on
be a whole bunch of
Asmodeus.
places. Like I saw you in the
Asmodeus be
boxing
on here
spot.
first. You be here like second every time I jump on, man. You
Mm.
got to be a Cowboy fan. You got to be one. You a closet Cowboy fan. Just come on out, bro. Come on
Man,
out,
I'm
man.
just saying, what's up, brother?
We're gonna welcome
Hey,
you, man. We're gonna
Cuckold,
welcome you.
Montana, man. What's up with them Ohio State losers?
I don't watch college football, so you can't argue with me.
Nah,
Okay?
he know who I'm
I
talking
like
to.
to
Montana.
see. Listen, I'll be letting the chat. I'll be telling the chat to take it easy on you, man. Cause like we
Man, hey, brother,
understand
I live.
what's going on here, man. You gotta find all these different sports to talk about, cause it ain't
I'm a
shit to
sports
talk
guy.
about. Ain't shit to talk about over there in Houston, bro. Unless you talking
Man,
about some chicks, the fucking baseball team. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some good restaurants and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all doing basketball wise, but ain't shit to talk about with football except for maybe Pierce, and that about it. Oh, my young boy, y'all got my young boy though. What's the site? The safety name? What's the safety that y'all just drafted this year? You know what I'm talking about? You don't even know his name, do you? Because you watch the Cowboys. That's why.
man, it start
What's
with
his
a
name?
P.
See,
He a
you don't
rookie.
even know his name. Thank you. You as a Cowboy fan, bro. Just say it. I gotta jump on to let Tarek talk real quick. Let me know what points you want to hit before I jump off here, man. What else you want to say, man? Make sure y'all hit the
Hey,
like
man,
button.
what you think of Earl Spence and Keith Thurman? Something you actually know about with boxing. Something that you're good at.
Oh, I like the backhanded insult. You that was good. You should try that again though. It was good. Try again though. You're getting better. You're getting better at it. But what I think of him, um, Errol Spence to me will beat the shit out of Keith Thurman due to the fact that Thurman and Errol Spence, they both are like, to me, one trick ponies. Thurman is very good with his feet, but got good power with his right hand. He's going to run from Spence. And a fighter that runs, and I don't mean take angles, I mean runs, like Thurman will run. Anytime you ever seen Thurman hurt, it's been to the body. When he fought Luis Collazo almost got him out of here with a body shot, and he ran the rest of that fight. Pacquiao, same thing. He runs. So he doesn't usually get tired. Like Amir Khan. Amir Khan can run and not get tired too. But Thurman eventually will slow down enough for Spence to take his head off. I don't think he has the style to be able to deal with the shit that Spence is coming with. Spence is not a guy that can be beat, in my opinion. But when you look at him against Thurman, I think that's a good matchup for him because his Mexican style, he fight like a black Mexican that's just so happen to be a southpaw that hits hard. That's why he's hard to beat. He's a black Mexican that's a southpaw that hits hard. Those all three things are rare. You don't usually see southpaws that's bangers. You don't usually see that many black fighters that fight like Mexicans. And then southpaws are already hard enough to deal with because of the angle. So those three things give Spence the edge against Thurman. And I think he'll just seek and destroy. He'll use, use foot pressure and distance pressure, mental pressure to get Thurman to kind of like slow up and then he'll be able to take him out of here. I don't think that's a hard fight at all for Spence. I think Spence will fuck him up. I think the fight that we wanted to see, there's two people Spence don't want to see. It's Crawford and Boots.
Brother, y'all keep saying that. I don't know about that, man.
Which one
I think you have a little East Coast bias.
No,
I think you're a little close to the situation.
Crawford, I just think Crawford is a more creative offensive fighter than Spence. So Crawford, I think, will give Spence problems, period. But Boots, I've seen Boots real live in the flesh all the time. And I see what he does in the gym. And I don't see that many boxers that prepare the way he does. And I don't see that many he's retiring guys that are sparring on a regular basis, man. Like it's a conversation to not go there. Don't go there to spar because he will kill you. And I'm not playing. So we brought guys. Shout out to the real Rick Ross, not the rapper. But Rick Ross sent me a guy, right? He said, "Hey, it's some dude from I won't say his name, but from Detroit, from Crunk Gym at that." So he wasn't under Emmanuel Stewart though, but he was still from Crunk. And usually the Midwest is where it's at when it comes to boxing. They sent him here. I took him around, I let him spar guys, but I said, don't let him spar Boots. I got to go for like 2 days. I flew out of town. I come back. I said, what happened to main man? Oh man, he went home. He done. I never seen him box again, right? I said, what happened though? They took him, he wanted boots, he asked for boots, he went and sparred boots, got knocked out in the second round, and that was the end of his career. Fucked it. And we were trying to evaluate him to see if he should get signed, and that was the end of his career. He's done. I haven't seen him in 2 years. So no, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not smart. But let me let Tarek in, and then I'll get back to you, man. What you
All right,
say
brother. I was just hollering at you, just to let
got
you
some
know I'm
more hate
real.
to throw out here, man. Nice to meet you too, man. You got some more hate to throw?
All right.
You want to throw some hate? Throw some shade.
Ah, yeah.
Throw some
Hey
shade,
man,
man.
I'll be back around. Don't block me. Don't be
I ain't
looking
gonna
for me. Then you know what I'm saying. You got me blocked.
just don't say nothing too personal about them. Like, don't talk about people, kids and family.
Yeah.
And shit. I'll block you for that. But I ain't gonna block you for nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna block you for nothing
All
else.
right, brother.
I'm worse than you, so how I'm gonna block you? But all right, I'll talk to you soon, man. Peace. All right. Tarek, what's up, brother?
Shit, what's up with you, bro, man?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling, man.
Hey, I had to
I had-
piggyback off of that Boots Ennis.
Oh,
I'm a
cool.
Spence fan, but I think Boots will give him the biggest issues because of how he uses distance to power and how he's patient when he throws his shots.
I like Spence too, but Spence is like his defense. Him and Crawford got the same issue. Just being a southpaw is not that don't constitute his defense. When you fighting a guy that knows how to fight a southpaw, that
Right.
don't constitute his defense. The one thing southpaws can't deal with usually is a jab because they never see a jab. They usually
Right.
get canceled out, so they don't know how to deal with jabs. And Boots can jab you out of the southpaw position. So can Crawford. So I think both those guys will give Spence some problems because Spence don't really got no defense. Spence's defense is the fact that he's a southpaw. Just like Crawford's defense is the fact that he's a southpaw. They don't have pick you apart defense where they can like pick your shots off, flip
I
shots,
think
and just
Spence's
stand there in the
best
corner.
defense is the fact that he throws a lot of body shots to where people don't want to punch back.
Facts. But you got a corner guy to be able to do that. And in
Right.
the South, to throw body shots, you're exposing yourself too, and you don't want to do that coming in there trying to fight. I don't know. You getting like a echo. Echo. You might have to turn the joint on mute. Yeah, we might be on twice or something. I keep hearing I hear like an interference whenever I speak. I think it's only when I speak though.
Nah.
Yeah. I heard it, but I don't know. I might be gone. But yeah, I just I think that they're a dog walk. I think both of those guys are dog walk Spence, personally speaking. You know what I mean?
Right.
But football wise, like what you want to throw out there, man?
Hey man, this is a question that I had before the Vikings game, and I was asking this question on your live, but I think it's more so like a statement, and I wanted your opinion on it. I think the Cowboys' best offense, regardless of what they throw, what they run, is anything with 3 tight ends on the field. In my opinion, because it was something that I seen on somebody else's channel that a guy was just talking, and they did it the whole drive against the team that they played, the Bears. They did it the whole drive, and there was no hustle. And they did 3 tight ends where they threw a screen, they ran to that side, and it was like, if it's cornerbacks over there, we're going to throw a screen, and it's going to be big blocking small. If it's linebackers, we're going to put them in space to where we're going to run the tight ends out in the route. And I just think we're the only team that can really do that.
Yeah, you got to think back to the only place you can go to see that, and there's only 2 of them. It was only 2 of them at that time. That was the Patriots. They had what's his name? Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. I've seen that. Other than that, I've never seen it. So you're right. Like I haven't seen it with 3, where all 3 of those guys are mismatches, no matter who you deal with. You look at Ferg. Ferg could be a number 1. So can Hendershot. He could be a number 1, and then you got Schultz, who already is a number 1. So I like all 3 of them, like you said. And then I don't even have a problem with McKeon either. He's like 1A. You know what I mean? I like McKeon too. He can block. He's a better blocker than he is a receiver, but I agree with what you're saying. I feel like that package is one of the best because it creates the most mismatches, and also from a sub package standpoint, because when you're a defensive coordinator, you don't know the formation, you just know the personnel. when you send your personnel in. So when you send your personnel in there looking at those 3 tight ends, you're going to come out big. And then we can spread you out if we choose to, or we can come in tight and still run, power if we want with that same look. So I like it. And then the one thing I do like about it the most is what they were doing with CD Lamb on that package in the Chicago game, I think it was.
Yeah, because he was in the backfield.
Yeah. So like you got 3 tight ends out there spreading you out wide, and then you got CD in the backfield that's looking for that mismatch if you decide to leave a line.
I think Galloway on the other side by himself.
Yeah, 100%. So
hey,
I agree with you. I can't argue with that. I like that formation too. I think that's one of our best packages, in my opinion.
I like it because on Zeke, on the option route, Zeke Schultz pancaked the dude twice in one play. On the option route to the right-hand side when it was 3rd and 3, when Zeke had ran for like 18, 19 yards, Schultz blocked him 20. Yeah. Schultz pancaked him like the dude. I mean, Schultz pancaked him one time. The dude fell forward and got up, and Schultz hit him again. I'm like, damn, that's 2 pancakes on one side.
Yep. I like our tight ends. I think that we go hard. Our tight ends go hard, man. So like I feel like that is our best package because it creates those mismatches. So I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. What else you got for me?
What's your opinion on tonight's game? Because this is supposed to be like, like the team that we screened and that we supposed to play next.
Who that? Who playing tonight? Tennessee?
The Colts playing the Steelers.
Oh, we play the Colts next. I thought we was playing the Titans next. I think the Steelers offense make it so that no matter what you're looking at in this game, you kind of got to throw this film out, unless you want to look at how the Colts stop the run, maybe. But the Steelers.
I'm trying to see how the Colts offense is because they can't block nobody and pass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah, you'll get a good look at that.
Like 40 sacks.
Yeah, you'll get a good look at that, but I don't think there's any team that can block it. So to say, like when you got guys that are number 1 left tackles or right tackles still giving up sacks only against us, like that lets you know that we can beat anybody when it comes to our pass rush. It's just about it's still about offense because we get in a position where we're up enough to tee off against you. That's the key. And I think that against the Colts, the Steelers aren't going to show us enough to let us see how to go about playing them. Because of course, if we get up, I don't think Matt Ryan is not a mobile quarterback, and we are great at rushing to a spot. The only time we have problems when we rush a quarterback to a spot, he's able to break contain and get out on us and do certain things to us on the perimeter. But Matt Ryan ain't that guy. Neither was Kirk Cousins. So guys who can't
Matt Ryan ain't trying to lead the pocket.
Those guys, you can have a good footwork in the pocket. Even Aaron Rodgers got that. But I'm talking about guys that you got to be able to flat out run to be able to deal with us as far as pass rush, because that's the only time you're going to escape. Other than that, if we get rushed to a spot and you just climb in the pocket or moving around, we still going to get you, man. So I don't think it's going to be a problem.
So basically, this is going to be what the Giants 2.0. Just if we stop the running back, they have no other options.
Stopping their running back though, stopping him is a bitch. So that's something to watch.
Yeah, I mean, and he been having a down year, but everybody when they play the Cowboys seem to be on,
everybody nobody like the Cowboys because we the most watched team. You see, we broke a record on Thanksgiving, 42 million viewers. So don't nobody like that shit, man. They don't like that shit because they asking like, why do they get so much love and they ain't won shit in so long? You know what I mean? It's like asking, why is the US dollar still so powerful when it ain't worth shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's because we just that team. So people don't like that. We like the US reserve currency team. You know what I'm saying? You can't deal with that. You know what I mean? And people don't like that shit. I get it, but I ain't make the rules. It's just, I'm just happy to TV because I'm a Cowboy fan.
Just a fan of the team, man. Hey, it one thing about being a Cowboy fan is you can watch us regardless of where you are in the world. We on TV. We always on TV, and they talk about us 24/7, 365. So, any other team, come February, once the Super Bowl is over with, they ain't talking about that team no more.
Man, any other team want to have it's like 20, 30 content creators that I know. That's all Cowboy content creators, and ain't none of us missing on no views. So it's like this is a big
none of them. And I follow like
we all,
6 of them. I follow you, Vaj, Lord Nation, West Coast Cowboy,
and they
Boss
all
Talk.
getting their
I
views.
follow Cowboy Fan Talk. I follow like about 6 or 7 of them, and I
Yeah,
get
shout
the
out to all those guys.
notifications to my phone.
Yeah, I do
But
too. So it's like shout out to all of them, but I don't think there's
right,
another community that's doing all that, and they can't. So
man, I'm from Texas. I'm 40 minutes from Houston. I don't know any Houston content creators on YouTube.
I said that to Eastside Herald. I said, where is the AKOYE of Houston? Where is
Man,
they
I
at?
don't know any Houston content creators. None. I only know Philly, Washington, and New York content creators
And
because they
we
in our
made
division.
them. We made them. Those are stepchildren and shit. We made all of them. They all started doing this shit because we started doing it. Shout out to Shango and Mark Holmes and the guys who've been
Yeah,
doing it long. They've been doing it so long
man.
that we created them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I was
ain't nobody
following
worried
Mark
about
earlier
that.
because he was talking about the goddamn Parsons play that nobody saw the swing.
Yeah, I ain't see that either. I thought that was like a phantom call, man. That was some nut shit, and I lost money because of it. So I'm gonna keep bitching about that for at least a week until I win something, man. That was corny.
Man, the nation, man, it was easy to bet that like 40 seconds left. You don't call a penalty, like, come on, man.
Facts.
They ain't want them to cover that spread, man. It was what,
Nah, they
72%
covered
for the
easy.
Giants.
Like, what is you calling? They called that, and then that play with AB didn't like. He ain't stepping there. He ain't even try to cover ball across. So he just stood there, like, bro, tackle
Oh
these
yeah, man, that
motherfuckers.
goal line pass shit. Yeah, man, he just
Yeah,
let the dude block him.
like, what you
And then
doing,
was
man?
laughing and smiling. I'm like,
It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But what else you want to hit before we get up out of here, man?
man, that was mainly it. Just I don't really have a complaint about Kellen Moore play card in the last 2 games because this is the first time 2 games in a row where he's called a Cooper Rush. A Cooper Rush game for Dak Prescott. We ran the ball, not including the 2 quarterback runs for Dak, but we ran the ball, I think, 37 times to 30 passes.
Yep. I think it was like 30. Oh, you said not including that. All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
not
You're right.
including Dak. So even though
I think that's the formula for success. And when I was saying that, I'm glad that people starting to see it because until we did it, I was gonna sound like a hater.
right,
But now, can you mute YouTube? I think that's what it is. Mute YouTube for me. You got YouTube on?
my TV is off.
Oh, it's not on your phone or nothing. What is going on with my mic? It's like I hear double everything. I don't know why that is. But anyway, I can hear it. I don't know if everybody else hear the interference, but I definitely hear it. But when you look at the fact that when I was saying like, yo, Dak shouldn't be throwing the ball 40 times, when he's doing that, people think I'm a hater when I say that he shouldn't do it. But now that we've seen what happens when he does do it in a big game versus what happens when we actually run the ball, Dak looked the best he's ever looked in the game prior, which was the
We
Vikings.
first had turnovers. A turnover on downs and the 2 interceptions, and we still had 50 more yards. We was down by 6, but we still had 50 more yards than the Giants,
Yep,
all because we ran the ball
and time of possession.
and time of possession. TOP
That's what,
is the number one thing, and we didn't have that in back-to-back games. When in the first 8 games or the first
that's
9
the winning
games, all
formula.
we had was 1 game.
Dak will look the best he's ever looked in this style of offense. Like if we're running the ball, it makes all those looks outside. Like when we had Zeke doing his thing and everybody was saying Dak can't win without Zeke, I think it got in his head to a point where they were
Right,
trying to start turning him into a passing quarterback. When really all you needed Dak to do with Zeke back then, when Dez is singled up on the outside, like in that Falcons game where they kept listening, where Dan
right.
Quinn beat our ass. Dan Quinn did what he's doing now to us then. But
Right.
when you look at what was on the outside, they had 10-man boxes. It's literally one guy outside, nobody over the top or barely anybody out there. And all you have to do is just be able to hit Dez one-on-one outside. Dak couldn't do that consistently then.
Right.
But he can now. No problem now. So if we still create situations like that for him, Dak will look great and he don't have to stress himself out to do it. So I'm glad that we got this style of play now.
And
And I
the
hope that
defense get the rest. Arrested Dallas Cowboy 2022 defense stops the run, slows down the run, and they earn opportunities to rush the passer. All based
Exactly.
on what the offense is doing. Complimentary football.
Exactly, man. Exactly. What you want to say to the people before we jump up out of here, bro?
Nah, man, just nothing really, man. I mean, I appreciate the opportunity to jump on because I enjoy your
Oh, I'm gonna
content.
keep doing this.
Huh?
We gonna extend. I'm gonna keep doing this. I like talking. Like I said, I like talking.
Right,
Number
right.
one. And two, I'm gonna extend it. Like I don't give anybody like the members been complaining. Like, what do you do for members? So I said, all right, I'm gonna start doing it this way, where we build it up, where people actually start joining up, and then we'll turn it into like a members only conversations and shit like that. Once we're at that level, or certain nights I'll do members only conversations. You know what I mean? I think that'll be something that I can give the people, but. I actually like having conversations. I just hope more people jump on and start having them
Yeah, man.
because
Like you can't be. I
that
mean,
makes
like
it.
if people gonna sit there and watch you and enjoy your content, they can't be afraid to talk to you like you gonna bite them or some shit.
You already see. I ain't gonna curse you out. I ain't that type
I
of person.
mean, they
You,
can
I give
they
what I
can block
get.
their camera if they don't want to be seen.
Facts. So jump on, man. It is what it is. But I appreciate you jumping on. Like this, make this a habit, man. I like talking to y'all, man. So I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna wrap up anyways. About an hour and a half in, but if somebody else jump on, I'll talk to one more person. But then I'm out of here, Brody. But I appreciate you jumping on, Terry. Talk to you soon, man.
All right.
Thanks. I want to see if well no, stop making a noise. So I don't know. Maybe we just had interference of us two talking. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all can hear it too. It was crazy. There's something in the background noise on your but your audio is clear. It wasn't. I don't know what that was. It just kept doing it. I don't know why I was doing it. It was kind of frustrating me. It's like double talk, but it's not. Am I on or something? I don't think I'm on. No, I'm not on. I'm not playing nothing on no other channel. So maybe it was like I don't know. I don't understand what it was, but oh well, it's done now. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. And like I said, we recapping for those who missed everything. Damn, somebody else in here? Oh, Tarek's still in it. But we recapping those who missed earlier. We talked about OBJ. You talked about OBJ not really doing anything. He ain't do shit wrong. I think that he can create mismatches for this team still, and I hope that he does come here because of that. And I don't want to see him with the Giants, playing against us. I don't want to see that. I think that Jerry Jones is what we he is what we thought he was. He's a guy who is an old white dude, you know what I mean, who does his thing. I don't think that he was sitting there. I don't think he was sitting there throwing stones. But even if he was, I wasn't there, and I don't think that Jerry today is, running around here saying nigger, 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 nigger. And even if he was, I'm not afraid of the white man who doesn't like black people. That's never been a fear of mine. I'm not afraid of those people. I don't have any fear of anyone. But if there's something that's plaguing our community, it ain't that. That got to get in the back of the line before I even focus on that because I live in places where it's not a joke. It's not a joke. My sons, you can't tell your sons to do normal people shit. Like if somebody say something to you, you might want to rumble. You got to tell them, yo, think before you fight for real, because you might get shot. You probably will get shot. It's not a game. Shout out to my man Les. He got twins that go to Gratz High School in Philadelphia, where Rasheed Wallace went, and they both freshmen, his twin sons, freshmen. This is a true story. I'm not exaggerating. Two stories actually I'll give you before I leave about that. One of his sons is in class. Boy asked him, he said, yo, you think you smart, young boy? He said, yeah, I like to think so. He said, well, I hope so, because I cheated off your paper, and if I fail, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. That's the first week of school, man. They in ninth grade. And even if he was joking, what kind of games is these kids playing? This is crazy. Second story, his other son, the other twin, his friend is in the school. He said, yo, do you got a gun? He said, no, why would I need a gun? He said, because everybody around you got one. And you better shoot first because they will. That's what you learning about the environment that you in ninth grade. And they not joking. Like these kids really is out here shooting the shit out of each other. You can look up the sheriffs. The sheriffs here was selling them the guns. Like for the Roxborough shooting recently. The sheriff sold the kids the guns on that one. They all got arrested. Some of the sheriff's deputies. So it's really crazy here, man. And down the street from the school that my ex-wife was trying to send my youngest son to recently, I said, I'm not sending him to a public school. We can send him to private school. That's it. Because he's homeschooling right now. But she wanted to send him to a public school. I said, not that one. She argued me down, and literally the same week on her block, 4 kids from that school last week from Overbrook. Shout out to them. I hope they are right. But 4 kids just got shot like 4 or 5 days ago in Roxborough. That's what's happening in our communities. And, you know, it's not a bunch of Jerry Joneses running around here doing that to us. So I'm not worried about what the fuck was in no picture. I don't care about that. That's not in my practical reality. So I don't care, personally speaking. Now, y'all got the right to care about whatever you want to care about. But if you really care, you know, then you would care about the thing that's really plaguing us, and it's that. I said this to my son over George Floyd, right? Rest in peace, George Floyd. No disrespect to that man. But at the same time, I had to put him into the wokeism, or break him out of the wokeism curse, because here you go. You have, he was very emotional about George Floyd. He's mad, like, that's crazy, you know, because he's listening to the news and CNN and all that. So I said, you don't give a fuck about George Floyd, bro. And I said this to my 17-year-old son. He like, yes, I do. And he arguing with me, right? And I'm like, no, you really don't. And he kept arguing me down. So I waited. I trapped him in this conversation. I just let him talk. And what he said to me was like, you know, I'm tired of this happening. And then I said, well, Google it. He Googled it. In that year, I think 240 black people got shot by cops that year, right? But that same year, a guy got shot in front of my door, got his head blown off at 10 a.m. Got chased from the park and got his head blown off in front of my door where the cops was calling and coming in trying to get my Ring camera video. And I was like, I ain't getting in that because I'm not stupid. Y'all ain't gonna protect us. So I gotta protect myself and my family. We ain't getting in that shit. But at the same time, he was laying there for hours in front of our door. My son was home. He saw all this, right? So I said, if you care about George Floyd, who you've never met and you're told to care about, tell me, what's the name of the kid who got shot in front of your face? And he said, damn, Dad, you got me there. Because you don't give a fuck, bro. You're told to give a fuck about what they tell you to give a fuck about. Now, what you genuinely care about, you have the right to do. But ask yourself, do you genuinely give a fuck? Or do you give a fuck because somebody's shoving it in your face and telling you to give a fuck? Just like John Gruden and the shit that he did. Like, somebody's telling you to care about these things. Now, I don't get into none of that because I ain't a sheep and I'm not coming at nobody. I am. But wake up, man, because this is some bullshit. For real. But you know how I do. I gotta run. I fuck with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all jumping on. You know, I just wanted to leave y'all with that. You know, let's get out of the sensationalism and letting people direct our minds and our conversations. I come here to talk about football because I feel like talking about football, not because I'm brainwashed by nothing. You know what I mean? I know what football is. I know what this shit is, and I know y'all do too. But let's have some fun. You know what I mean? Love y'all. Love what I do, and I'll be on soon. I'm about to break down some film, man. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.